I feel like if it was a badass Mexican rooster named Rojo.
All who needs one Rojo.
You're listening to the Totally Serious Podcast.
Totally Serious Podcast.
Welcome to the Totally Serious Podcast. I'm British James.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm American James.
And today, Ryan is going to be asking us some random questions. And I'm going to pass it over to him now so he can say a little bit more. And we'll get started.
Yeah, we'll start with American James.
Yes.
So I've got this list of random questions.
Okay.
And I just want you to, just whatever comes to mind.
Do I need to answer honestly? Like, do I have to?
No.
Am I in court?
This is not truth or dare, James.
Okay.
You should not answer honestly to any of them.
All right, I'm ready.
This would be admissible in court, I think.
Exactly. First question, totally serious. Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
Is cereal soup? Okay. What constitutes soup? What constitutes cereal? So honestly, I don't like putting milk in my cereal, but honestly, with like roommates and friends and the amount of milk they've put, in their, especially like their kids' cereal. Like I have friends who are all about their Cocoa Puffs or Cinnamon Toast Crunch and all that stuff. I'm venturing to say yes. It's not heated up, so I don't know if a soup has to be warm.
I don't think it does. There are soups.
Cold soups?
Yeah. That are defined as cold soups.
Yeah.
I think... Yeah, what would you say, Ryan, constitutes a soup? What is soup?
I don't know. I mean, there's hot cereal.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be cold.
That's true. That's totally true. I didn't even think about that. Okay.
Yeah, we used to eat this cereal in England called Weetabix. Wheat-A-Bix.
Okay.
And they look like bricks, honestly. Like they're just like bricks of wheat, and pour milk over it, and then like put it in the microwave for just a little bit, and it would literally turn into soup. Like it'd turn into this almost oatmeal consistency, but add a little bit of sugar on there, and man, it was so good. But if you just
sounds terrible.
Yeah. Sounds like bland, sad, stereotypical English food.
What?
Like surely you've been told that English food is terrible. And
did you put vinegar on it?
Like malt vinegar?
Of course. But being from England, that's what we do. We put vinegar on everything.
All right. Have we answered that question?
I think we've answered it. Wheat-A-Bricks. Wheat-A-Bricks?
Wheat-A-Bix.
Bix.
Yeah, B-I-X.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I wanna Google that later.
We'll have it in the show notes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. But yeah, next question, sorry.
Okay, this is for British James.
All right.
What is the sexiest and least sexy name?
Can he provide an answer both male and female?
Sure, yeah, whatever.
That's the thing. Like, oh my gosh.
Incredible.
Well, obviously, I've got to say that the sexiest female name is Lizzie, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to answer this question.
Least
sexy, probably something like Bertha, or like
all the poor Berthas out there.
Gertrude, or
it's okay, Bertha. I still love you. I still love you.
Most sexy male names? Oh my god, I don't even know. I mean, obviously James is the most sexy. I didn't clarify there. Which
there are more James here than Ryan. So
least sexy. Probably something like Chuck or Leroy.
Chuck or Leroy.
Those are the best. Nigel.
Nigel, yeah.
My name's Chuck. Sorry. just
Oh man,
imagining like
we're off to a great start.
Those like cowboy calendars or whatever. Like I wonder what kind of names those models have.
Yeah.
I would Google it, but I would regret that instantly if I tried.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Are we moving on?
Yeah,
It's probably wise. Yeah, let's move on. Is this one to yourself?
This one's to myself, and I think you guys already know the answer to this one. What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
I feel like you wrote all these questions.
I didn't. No.
Like, these aren't random at all. Like,
No, I didn't.
but go ahead. What?
Actually, I don't know. I mean, I do believe in a lot of conspiracy theories,
Okay.
but I don't know what I would start.
Do you believe in them though, or do you just give them credit?
Get out of here.
Yeah, like, do you just think it's fun, or not fun, but do you enjoy the experience of like the dialogue about it?
I think I like finding the truth, and I don't know. They're just exciting. I don't know.
Alternate truths, maybe.
Yeah.
Alt facts.
Alt facts.
But, I mean, the fact is, the Earth is flat. And,
Is that the one that you would want to have?
yeah, absolutely.
Authored?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Christopher Columbus got it wrong.
I think he genuinely did get it wrong.
Yeah, he
anyway.
got a lot of things wrong, but
Man, I don't even know how to answer that one because
I feel like we could...
that could be like a whole thing in itself.
Exactly, yeah. A whole podcast just on that.
Conspiracy, yeah.
Yeah, that could be the next one.
a totally serious conversation about conspiracy theories.
Exactly.
Okay, we should.
American James,
Yes, I love these questions. These are
what
great.
Awesome.
what is the weirdest smell you have ever smelled?
First thing that comes to mind is patchouli.
Okay.
And I had this roommate. I was 19, and I had this roommate who was like Christian homeschooled, and this was like the first time he was like away from home, and we were all in college ministry together, but he like grew up making essential oils. I remember like he was the first person to explain to me what essential oils are. And I have to say, if I had to come up with any like conspiracy theory, it would be this like almost cult-like following that surrounds essential oils. Not to like criticize, but like there's just people who like take it to another level. Or it's like, but I remember he was like showcasing like different smells and stuff. Because in my mind, when I heard essential oils, like lavender, like I don't. And I remember this really weird, sweet smell, and I hated it. Like, it would give me headaches. But he loved it. And I was like, what is this awful smell? It's like, it's patchouli. And I still today don't really know exactly what it is, but that was the first thing that came to mind on weirdest smell. I almost wish, like, I could hear y'all's answers to the same question. Can we, like,
British James?
from the rules?
Oh man, I've smelled a lot of weird things in my life, but
From your days of hanging out with guys like Chuck and Leroy.
And Nigel. Being a parent, there's a lot of
there is, and that was actually one of the ones I was going to bring up was these. Probably the most interesting and disgusting and weirdest smells at the same time actually is probably when you have cat or dog poop on your shoe and then you clean it with some sort of cleaner like a Clorox or Lysol or something like that, and then you end up with this blend of just
getting very complex.
Bleach.
Yeah, it's just
It's
just not good, and it's a very weird smell.
I'm glad it just didn't turn into like I like the smell of bleach. Like, oh my gosh.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it doesn't say whether or not you like the smell.
Yeah, it was just the weirdest one. If we did favorite smells, mine is actually vinegar. Like, no joke. Like,
Seriously?
Really?
Just any vinegar or
well, I'll use distilled white vinegar, and I just put it in a spray bottle and just like Febreze it in the air.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. We
See,
use it to
no.
clean our floors.
Just shaking your head no.
yeah, I know. Laura uses it for cleaning or like to, wipe down the table or something. But then it just smells like somebody like poured ketchup everywhere. It is terrible.
I think
I love vinegar.
I like orange and mint. Probably my two top favorite.
Top favorite smells.
Yeah. Coffee.
Coffee
Freshly brewed coffee.
See, I love the smell of coffee. I don't really care for the taste as much, but I do love the smell.
And I didn't. I've always loved the smell, but like being from England, I drank nothing but tea, obviously. But no, I really didn't ever like coffee for a very long time until probably I was like 30.
British James. Are we moving on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're moving on.
I'm looking at the questions. What is the most ridiculous fact that you know?
The most ridiculous fact?
Yes.
That the Earth is flat.
Get out. We're done.
Shut this whole thing down.
The most ridiculous fact. Can it be ridiculous as in like amazing, or like ridiculous as in stupid? How do you define ridiculous? Like, this is ridiculous because like
Just like a weird fact. I don't know. Just
that horses sleep standing up. I really don't know.
do they?
Yes, they do.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Like young horses as well, or
No, foals generally don't.
yeah, it's like are they probably aren't strong enough to do so? For a
Yeah,
while?
they don't. But it's weird because you'll see them just standing there in a field or in a stable or something, and they'll just be sleeping.
How do you know they're not just deep in thought?
You don't, I guess.
Pondering life questions.
Yeah.
Is,
What if the
is
horses
this
are
world I run on? Are these plains flat? Is this whole earth flat? Oh my gosh.
horses have the answers?
Which branch shall I munch on next?
Oh, what's that show with the talking horse? That's like way before my time.
Mr. Ed?
Yes.
My Little Pony.
We should make a YouTube video where we edit Mr. Ed's and it's just him asking the questions like, is the earth flat?
James, do you have a ridiculous fact?
That's the thing, is I couldn't. That's a really hard question to answer, just off the cuff. But I was trying to think of one to like back you up, but man, I can't. And it hurts my heart.
My ridiculous fact is you don't know any ridiculous facts.
Yeah, I'm just a huge disappointment to everyone that knows me.
I feel like I can list 100 of them unless somebody asks me the question.
100?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
true.
I'm like,
Okay.
I can't think of any.
Well, then moving on.
Moving on. Okay, this question is for me. Toilet paper, over or under? I'm guessing it means over on the roll. It's not specific.
How else could you interpret that question?
I don't know. It's talking about toilet paper. See, I did see. I saw a picture of the original patent. I don't know if it's a legitimate picture or not.
Okay.
But it shows the original patent for toilet paper, and it goes over the top, like forward.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm just trying to think how it is in the bathroom now, and I think it's over.
Are there? I don't think there are, but like, what if there were directions on the toilet paper bag that like
They said which way to put it
explain how
up.
to use it?
Step one.
Yeah, and because I know there's paper towel rolls where the roll of paper towel is standing vertically, so there is no over or under debate. I'm imagining
That would
like,
that would be a left or right-handed debate. I think.
yeah. I wonder if someone created that. It's like, you know what? We're just gonna not deal with this problem. It's left or right. It's not a whole lot different. Or is that just a terrible design? It probably is. It's probably terrible. But for my answer is over. That's what my family did. I'm not gonna sit here and say that's what God intended or anything like that.
Here's the real question: if you went into a bathroom and saw that it was under, would you switch it?
I do that here at the office. Don't do that if it's like a public bathroom. But I don't. Or like if I'm a guest somewhere, I wouldn't do it. But I have done it here like once or twice, just to aggravate whoever the one person is that.
It's not me. British James?
Yes.
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Now, you see, I feel like because I have chickens, I can answer this question very accurately.
You don't have an elephant.
I mean, it's better than having neither. He has more information.
Yeah.
But I can guesstimate based on how...
Are they using weapons or just straight up like chicken fighting?
I feel like...
How does a chicken wield a weapon?
I feel like if it was a badass...
It has talons? Like it can grab onto something?
I feel like if it was a badass Mexican rooster named Rojo...
All who needs one Rojo. He's got this covered.
I think that's all
and his like spur on his leg is like a switchblade. Just like
I think that's all it would. I think that's all it would take. However, realistically, probably not possible. Although they could fly up and start like attacking,
like 1,000 chickens.
Start like pecking the heck out of the elephant. Yeah. It'd be a lot of chickens.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I am so pleased.
I'm glad we had that question on here. What? This one's for me.
Are you just gonna keep skipping me?
No, it was British James. Did I skip
just got real.
You skipped me. I wasn't gonna say anything.
This is our first
after the first
disagreement.
Time.
Oh my gosh!
I know I'm like jumping in and
you need to ask him 2 in a row now.
What is the most imaginative insult you can come up with?
Oh, jeez.
Imaginative? All I can think of...
I'm kind of basic.
All I could think of is the guy who, buried his talent in the ground rather than investing it, even though he knew that his master would, come back expecting him to do something with it. So instead of like talent barrier, I'm just thinking of domain name barrier.
Oh my gosh.
That's my most creative insult I could come up with, directed towards you.
Yeah, I feel like that's directed towards me.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Thankfully, you have you're not just getting domain names that are just fun. You actually hope to one day sell them.
It was a legitimate insult though, because you did skip him.
Oh yeah, all I feel is just vehemence in my heart of hearts towards you.
The next domain is how many chickens does it take to kill an elephant.com?
How many characters is that? Oh my
Too many. I'm not even going to work that out. That's too many characters.
I don't even know if I should go next. Should I just ask you another question?
You should ask him another question. Definitely.
No. This is my turn.
Yeah, I don't deserve it. I'm a terrible person.
Okay. What is the most embarrassing thing you have ever worn? I think the thing that stands out the most is when I was like, I don't know, 7, 8, somewhere around there. My mom went to buy me some shoes, and like they were just like those just regular Reebok running shoes, nothing special. They were just white.
Okay. Yeah.
And the women's shoes were cheaper than the men's shoes for some reason. So she bought me women's shoes that had pink laces in them. She took out the pink laces and bought some blue laces, and I wore those. But I just knew they looked identical to the men's shoes. But I just knew that everybody who looked at my feet, looked at my shoes, were like, "He's wearing girls' shoes." So I was glad to grow out of those.
Oh, I can top that.
Go ahead.
So this one time back in college, we were fundraising for Children in Need, which is a charity over in England that raises money, kind of like CASA would be here or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we put on an event to raise money, and I and my friends dressed up as women. And although mine was pretty lightweight, I got away pretty easily because I didn't have women's clothing that I could easily get a hold of. And so I ended up in a kilt and a wig. My friends ended up in...
You just had a kilt?
No, I borrowed one.
Okay.
And I borrowed a wig from the drama department. And then we stood under a big platform and got slimed with big buckets of slime for charity. People paid to drop slime on us, basically.
Nice.
But yeah, some of my friends actually dressed up in full women's clothing with tights and high heels and all sorts of stuff. So and that was pretty embarrassing, but it was for charity, so it's all good.
I have a photo on my phone. It's my mom sent it to me. I was a kid, and what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna crop out. It's a family photo, but we're gonna crop out my family out of it. We're gonna post it online. But I want to. I don't remember the name of the style of hat that was popular.
Are we just gonna have to describe this photo to the?
But do you remember what that kind of hat is called?
Oh, it's like a bucket hat.
Yeah, I don't.
Those are so cool.
There's a specific term. But yeah, I saw. So I was playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater on my N64, and I was like, "Oh
nice.
man, there's this guy named Bob Burnquist who wears this hat. I gotta have one." And the one I'm wearing in this photo is actually a reversible hat.
Nice.
So right now it's white with some blue trim, and you'd flip it, and it'd be blue with white trim. And I also have a Star Wars Phantom Menace T-shirt.
But see, that's not embarrassing.
Oh, I mean...
now it may be, but at the time, you thought that was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, but... it is embarrassing. Because here we are... we are here now. I mean, it's embarrassing, but I'm also super proud of it.
Yeah.
Because I think I look ridiculous in this photo.
You do. Or can we crop that and post that on?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we need to either make it the picture from my bio,
on the web,
or have a separate post, or it's just
It can be part of the episode poster.
yeah, yes,
Or something like that.
perfect.
I want
Okay.
everyone to see this because the best description we could come up with was bucket hat, but that's poor form.
I just think of Gilligan, the Gilligan hat.
That's closer. That's closer. Yeah. Oh man, I wish I kept my N64. We can move on. We can move on to the next question.
These questions just get really weird, and I don't remember who's next. You,
Sure.
because I don't want to skip you again or let you think that I have. This is really weird.
Oh yeah, they're your questions.
Yeah. Which I didn't come up with these. Which body part do you wish you could detach and why?
So I wish that I could have you ever kicked off a shoe either on purpose or on accident, or
Yes.
just kick off a loose fitted tennis shoe?
Yeah.
I think it would be so much fun if I could kick hard enough and my whole foot would just go flying. I would love to just freak people out with that. Just yeah, and then this, so they just see, so at the ankle maybe. So my shoe would go off, with it if I'm wearing a shoe, and it would just fly off.
Would you just see a bone sticking out, or
I guess, I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. Is I'm just imagining, like, I'm trying to do like a football kickoff.
Yeah.
And instead, I
that would
miss
be
on
so
purpose,
awesome.
and my foot just goes flying downfield.
Yeah,
I want to
you
see if someone tries to catch it. or if
Imagine the
everyone just
crowd's
freaks out.
reaction as they're like cheering for you to
goes,
run up,
"Whoa!"
and then they're like, you hear this collective like, as your foot just like flies across the field.
The only problem is, like, let's say I do that. Well, then now I have to go retrieve like my foot. Like at that point, I'm gonna be like struggling to, especially if I'm like yeeting it across a field. I'm just like have to struggle to go get it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind. And that would be thoroughly entertaining.
That's good. That's good
Ryan, what is your answer to
Good
that?
answer. See, I think it would be really cool if you could remove an eye and like see around corners with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could still see out of your
Yeah.
eye, but it was just like wireless or something.
Yeah, like
you know?
Wi-Fi, optic
so
nerve
cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
That would be awesome.
I'm over here.
Just kind of roll it under, roll it under the bed.
under the door and stuff.
Like I
That's
know I
some
left.
cyborg stuff right there.
Man, I'm just coming up with like a meme answer, and you're over here coming up with like real talk answers.
I'm living in the future.
Mine was just like a gimmick trick. Yours is actually practical.
See,
I'm gonna patent this.
I would. I don't know. Like, do you have to remove, or like, can it be like, what if I wanted to make myself shorter and taller? It's like, does that count, or
So just detachable body
Detach, so you can like remove your torso. Just
Yeah.
kinda,
or arms, so I can make my arms like longer, or have like telescopic ones or something, so that I could like reach up really high, or like,
Inspector Gadget.
or like or like
part.
bend.
Go gadget arms.
Yeah, there you go. With like multi tools built in, and you know all this stuff, Wi-Fi access points. And,
See, you're just turning into like a superhero. Like that's
Cyborg.
yeah,
totally unfair. Just
Yeah.
I'm over
you kinda-
here. Just I want to
I'm gonna kick my foot off
real far. You're over here like, oh yeah, I'm a superhero now. Look at me. It's fine.
Yours is more for like shock value.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh man. Who's next?
I'll go next.
British James.
Sure.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Brown jelly.
That sounds terrible. All I could think of was like something nuts, but like nothing sounds
Yeah.
good.
You, nutting sounds good.
Hey. For me,
And that concludes our.
all I could come up with was nut paste. just awful.
Paste. That's awesome. Yes.
The best I could come up with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make a
man.
nut paste and jelly sandwich.
Oh no! Please stop. I can't bring. What have we wrought? What have we become?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I don't know if we should go on. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Okay, let's see. This one is just. Let's just. I can ask a question and we can all answer instead of going around. Okay.
Yeah.
What would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?
Probably toothpicks.
Like a single toothpick?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
They don't even.
you'll
sell
need
them.
more than one.
Well, I guess. Yeah, that wasn't very well thought out.
Like, yeah, because my first thought was like, buy one get one free casket, because you typically don't need more than one. But then you could like save it for later for the next deceased person in your family.
Buy one get one free vasectomy.
There you go.
And you get to pick who gets it next.
Yeah, that's the best answer.
Oh man. British James, are you okay?
You what a mix of answers. Toothpicks, caskets, and vasectomy.
Our show notes or our episode synopsis is gonna be good.
Up with
Nut paste.
no.
BOGO vasectomies.
Oh no.
Oh man, this has been great.
Yeah, any medical procedure, or even just like braces, like you can't. Well, I guess it'd be like buy one get one free top teeth row, bottom teeth. That could work.
It
But,
could,
like,
yeah. You could like switch them out on a daily
Buy one
basis.
get one free root canal.
One more?
Yeah,
One more.
yeah.
Two more?
Two more.
What would be the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse? The coolest or scariest? Man, I could just see that being scary.
Like a spider being as large as a horse.
That would be
Yeah.
cool and scary.
I just want an eagle that's as large as a horse. And then if we could train them to like not throw us off, like if we could just ride eagles. I know that's like been done. I know that's like in the Lord of the Rings and other fantasy stuff. But that would be cool if you could actually. I know eagles aren't as majestic as we think they are. Like if you actually like hang out with them, they're kind of gross. But to be able to fly one would be pretty majestic, I would think, if you could train them.
What about like a turtle?
Yeah, like the turtle. It's like a boat at that point. And you could like ride on. Like
It's like a tank.
Yeah, there you go. I can just see a good conspiracy theory that I'm going to throw out there right now that I just came up with is the government is super breeding large turtles to send into theaters of war as tanks, and that's what's going on. So start telling everyone about it.
Yep, in Area 51, that's where they do everything like that. That's why we all
Yep.
gotta run out there and
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they can't run very fast. The turtles can't, so I think we're good.
But if they get scaled up, would their speed get scaled up?
Well,
yeah, like if it'd be the scale.
they would be heavier.
I mean, it'd still be slower than a real tank because real tanks can go pretty fast nowadays.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the only thing more frightening than a giant, hard to kill turtle thing would probably be like a giant bear.
I would love to see.
Oh, you could ride bears. Be like weird Russian cavalry, like bear cavalry.
I'd love to see like Al Qaeda's face or ISIS's face with this big turtle just slowly lumbering towards them. Like it would be such the element of surprise.
They could see him coming from a pretty far away. Like,
Yeah, they could.
he's like
but
a nice.
but
What
they'd
would
be,
they eat?
I mean, what would you do? You see a turtle coming versus a tank. You know, like
Yeah, you have to try to figure out how to process this information. Like, what do I do?
What would a giant turtle eat? Like, what would you have to feed it?
trees.
People. Okay. Are they herbivores? Or are they like omnivores or carnivores? I don't know. I don't even know. We should have any fans listening. Please write in. Let me know.
I didn't do my research beforehand. Obviously, I didn't write these questions.
What would a tank-sized turtle eat?
I think that concludes today's installment. I think the one thing we have to take away from this is
nut paste.
when life gives you lemons, never run out of nut paste.
Why?
Stock up on nut paste.
I regret everything. I regret it all.